The Whispering House. The wind howled through the trees as a lone figure stood before the crumbling ruins of a once grand mansion. Its windows were dark, like empty eyes staring into the abyss. The house, abandoned for decades, had a reputation. They called it the Whispering House. For anyone who dared to enter, the whispers would follow them forever. Jack had heard the stories. Everyone in town had warned him about the house, but he wasn't one to believe in ghost stories. Determined to prove they were just tales, he ventured into the woods alone, one late autumn night, flashlight in hand, his heart racing with excitement rather than fear. The front door creaked open as Jack stepped inside, the air cold and musty. A layer of dust covered everything, the remnants of a once wealthy home, now forgotten by time. He explored the first floor, his footsteps echoing in the silence. As he ascended the stairs, something strange happened. He could hear soft whispers, faint but unmistakable. At first, Jack thought it was the wind, or perhaps his own imagination. But as he moved deeper into the house, the whispers grew louder. Go, leave. The words were indecipherable at first, but then he heard it clearly. Get out, now. His heart skipped a beat, and the air grew colder. Jack felt his skin crawl as he turned to see a shadowy figure standing at the end of the hallway. It was tall and thin, with hollow eyes staring directly at him. The whispers were no longer whispers, they were commands. Leave now, or stay forever. Terrified but unable to leave, Jack pushed forward, his flashlight flickering. He stumbled upon a hidden door, its wooden frame old and cracked. He could feel a strong pull toward it, an unsettling compulsion to open it. As he did, a rush of cold air hit him, and he stepped into a room that had been untouched for years. In the center of the room was a large mirror, its surface covered in grime. As Jack wiped the dust away, the reflection that stared back at him was not his own. It was the shadowy figure, smiling at him with cruel intent. The whispers turned into a loud chant. Forever, forever, forever. Panicked, Jack turned to run, but the house seemed to stretch and twist, its walls shifting and closing in on him. He could hear the whispers now, surrounding him, deafening. Forever, forever. His flashlight flickered out, plunging him into total darkness. The whispers grew to screams, and in the darkness, Jack saw figures emerging from the walls. Ghostly faces, their eyes hollow, mouths twisted in agony. They reached for him,
I am coming for you,
they said. As Jack was dragged toward the wall, his scream was cut off. The house consumed him, just as it had so many others before him. The whispers slowly faded, and silence returned to the mansion. But somewhere deep inside, a new whisper began. It was faint, but unmistakable. New soul, forever. The house remains, its whispers echoing through the trees. No one dares approach it anymore, not since Jack disappeared. But on quiet nights, when the wind is right, if you listen carefully, you can hear the soft whisper of a voice in the wind. Forever, forever,